One other thing I want to do is I want to see how many pages does he have. This guy's got 27 pages. Let's take a look at this guy. Oops, this guy's got 9 pages. So our number one competitor has 9 pages and is ranking. That's a good sign, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to build a huge website and make it an authority and all that. So that's one of the things. The second thing is the cost per click in case I want to run Google Ads is $3.73. What that means is as I put together my website, okay, as it's taking 3, 4, 5 months to rank and come to the top over here, it's going to take a couple of months to see the first lead come in. But I can literally reach out to somebody, one of these contractors in homeadvisor.com and tell him, hey, if you can pay me, we'll find out what the going rate for a lead is. But let's say, example, $25. We can tell him, hey, would you pay me $25 per lead? You're already paying that to Home Advisor. You can try me out. And if he says, yep, I'm willing to do that, you can run Google Ads, $3.73. And if you, let's say on an average, it takes you 4 clicks to get 1 call. Let's say it takes you $4 per click, and that's $16. You spend $16, you get 1 call or 1 lead, you pass it to the company, and they pay you $25. So you actually make $9 off of each lead you send to them running Google Ads as you're waiting for the SEO to kick in, right? We'll get into all that a little bit detailed, but that's something I like. CPC is pretty low. One other thing I want to do is open up the map listings and see how many pages of map listings do I have. Okay, this guy's got 7 pages of map listings. Okay, that's a bit too much in my experience. Again, that doesn't mean you can't rank here. It's just that it may not be the best low-hanging fruit. So this is definitely something that we can keep. So let's take a notepad and then let's take this concrete contractor. Tyler, Texas could be a niche we can look into. Okay, let's keep going and we can look into, let's say, Florida is over here. Davie, Florida. I'm not even sure. Wow, look at that. Town of Davie is the 3rd most populous incorporated town in the US, whatever that means. So Davie, Florida. Let's take a look at that. Go back to Google, concrete contractors, Davie, Florida. Okay, let's see how this comes up. 0 searches a month. I don't want to go after that then. 0 searches a month. Okay, so let's skip that. And so basically just you feel out a few cities once you look into a niche. So if I kind of finalized, I haven't finalized yet, but I've zeroed in on one, let's say, concrete niche. I want to go and look into 3, 4, 5, maybe a dozen cities and see, how it is out there. So I know that Illinois and Massachusetts are, the winters are 6 months of snow, and that means there's not too much of concrete work. So I'd rather go behind, to cities in Florida, Texas, Arizona, things like that. Let's see, 100 and again, population-wise, I'm keeping an eye on this. I don't want to go more than 100, 150,000 population when I get started in the first place. 100,000 to 140, 150,000 is pretty good. So Palm Bay, Florida, or Costa Mesa, California. Let's look at that one. Concrete contractors, Costa Mesa, 0 searches a month. Okay, and that doesn't mean you won't get calls. You just may not get a lot of calls. So maybe California is not too good. Those are Palm Bay, Florida. Palm Bay, Florida. Okay, this is okay. 20 searches a month, not bad. I like it. 20 searches a month is pretty decent because as you will understand later on, we won't be just going after concrete contractors alone. We'll be going after all the services a concrete contractor performs, and that would be things like what do you say, like driveway contractor, driveway repair, sidewalk, all of that. So when you scoop up all those keywords, it's going to be a lot more. But look at that, $2.46 CPC. I like that, right? Because we can run ads and we can make it rain if you want to. When I look into this, none of them actually say concrete contractor or Palm Bay, Florida anywhere. So I like that so far. Home Advisor, BBB, Thumbtack, these are big sites. I don't care too much about them. AAAconcreting.com, again, he's a big site. I'm looking for the first root domain that's ranking. This guy, Superior Concrete, melbourneflorida.com is ranking for Palm Bay, Florida keyword. That's actually good news for us because it looks like a site that is in Melbourne, Florida is ranking when we search for Palm Bay, Florida. And that means if we put together a website that's optimized just for Palm Bay and that's just for concrete, it's going to be ranking pretty fast. Okay. And we can take a look at this guy. He's got quite a decent amount of content. He's got all these different pages. He says concrete contractor in Melbourne in the title tag, concrete contractor in Melbourne in the root domain, and he's ranking for concrete contractors in Palm Bay, Florida. So that may be something we want to get into. Let's see the number of map listings over here. We have 5 pages of map listing, which is okay. We get all these guys. Some of them don't have a website. If you take a look at that, I want to see the address of these guys. None of them have an address. Okay, here's one guy. He's in Palm Bay, Florida. Palm Bay, Florida. Palm Bay, Florida. Palm Bay, Florida. Okay, so these guys are Palm Bay, Florida. So they're in a map pack. Okay. So that could be another one. That's a pretty decent one.